We have been looking at how important sleep is for our health, but what happens if we don't get enough sleep? On average, we need about 8 to 10 hours of sleep to stay alert and function optimally during the day. The exact amount of sleep we need depends on our age and is controlled by our biological clock that tells us when we feel awake and when we feel sleepy. We acquire sleep debt when we don't get enough sleep. It accumulates until the debt is paid off. The only way to pay back sleep debt is by getting extra sleep. Sleep debt cuts into our cognitive abilities, or our ability to think and learn, and can even make us more prone to illness. Sleep debt also prevents us from performing at our best during the day. It can often force us to close our eyelids when we least expect it. Limiting our sleep debt is the most important requirement for healthy sleep and optimal performance during the day. In other words, get enough sleep and you will be healthier. So now that we know how important sleeping is, try asking yourself, am I getting enough sleep? Unfortunately, most people answer this question with a no. They don't think about what will happen if they keep getting too little sleep. People who don't get enough sleep are called sleep deprived. When our sleep debt piles up, we feel lethargic and tired all the time. We seem to have no energy or motivation as we move through the day. Secondly, we cannot remember what we learned, and we have a terrible time focusing and even doing just basic tasks. Third, our coordination goes down dramatically, and our reaction time slows down, putting us at risk for major accidents. Sleeping behind the wheel is the cause for over 100,000 accidents each year.
18 hours of being awake with no sleep, such as 6 a.m. to midnight or 5 a.m. until 11 p.m., is like having a blood alcohol content, or BAC, of 0.05, which is almost the legal driving limit in most states. So the bottom line is to make sure that you get enough sleep and encourage your family and friends to do the same.
Therefore, the consequences of sleep deprivation are serious and sometimes deadly.
In less extreme situations, the loss of coordination and slower reflexes that result from sleep deprivation make it hard for us to play sports, dance, and do other physical activities, play music, or do just about any of the other things that we enjoy doing. If we're very tired, we might nod off in class, behind the wheel, or just about anywhere else. Our brains can make any time nap time if we're that tired. This is what's called a microsleep, or a period of sleep that usually lasts between a fraction of a second and about 30 seconds. The more tired we are, the more likely we are to experience a microsleep. Have you ever zoned out for a minute in class and completely forgot what was happening, or put something down and then forgot where it was a few seconds later? You probably have experienced a microsleep before. They can happen even in dangerous situations, which is one of the reasons why driving while sleepy is so dangerous. Experiencing microsleeps throughout the day is a strong indicator that you should be getting more sleep. Try going to bed a little earlier and paying back some of your sleep debt.
In addition, the function of our immune response also becomes impaired. We are more susceptible to getting sick. Furthermore, a lack of sleep is sometimes linked to weight gain, as sleep deficiency can change hormone production in our body. Production of ghrelin, the hormone that makes us feel hungrier, is increased with the lack of sleep, while the production of leptin, the hormone that informs the body that it has eaten enough, is decreased. This makes us eat more than necessary and leads to weight gain and eventual obesity. Moreover, the general lethargy that accompanies a lack of sleep represses our desire to engage in doing physical activity. If we feel less inclined to exercise, our weight will undoubtedly increase. Besides for feeling tired and lethargic, acquiring a significant amount of sleep debt can also cause a whole host of other problems, including acne, depression, and unhappiness. At the end of the day, aside from all the health ramifications associated with failing to get enough sleep, perhaps the most important reason for trying to get at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep a day is to feel well and be primed to perform in all aspects of our lives. The key to getting a good night's sleep is good sleep habits, or sleep hygiene. How can we make sure that we are getting enough sleep? First, make a sleep schedule. If you try to go to bed around the same time every night, then your biological clock will help you keep a healthy sleep and wake rhythm. Wake up and go to sleep around the same time each day. This routine helps us set up our biological clock properly. The second thing to consider is the environment. Keep the bedroom dark and quiet when you are trying to go to sleep, and wake up to bright light. This allows for peaceful, continuous sleep. TVs, computers, and other screens can keep us awake. Bright lights tell us that it is time to be awake, which shifts our biological clock. Third is exercise. Exercise tires the body and helps it have a more restful sleep. However, if we exercise too close to bedtime, we become restless and will have a hard time sleeping. Fourth, avoid caffeine and energy drinks in the afternoon and evening. Caffeine is a stimulant and will interfere with sleep. Finally, if we feel tired during the day, we can take short naps for about 20 to 45 minutes. Naps longer than that can actually make us feel more tired because we wake up from them during deep sleep. Long naps will interfere with nighttime sleep, so keep the naps short. Now we know how to wake up feeling rested, refreshed, and ready to take on the day.